in the day, Dylan O'Brien was that kid starring in Maze Runner. Now he's trained by Batman. That is progression. American Assassin is the story of a young man played by Dylan O'Brien who on the best day of his life has everything ripped out from under him. A secret organization that works for the government hears about this, so they send him to Michael Keaton, the one guy that can not only give Dylan O'Brien better training, but also teach him how to take out anybody that may be a threat to the world, and most importantly, a threat to America. And the absolute best part of this movie was the dynamic between Michael Keaton and Dylan O'Brien. Michael Keaton's character in this movie is this really hardcore drill sergeant who needs to have everything done a certain way. Every mission needs to be completed under a certain number of rules. And Dylan O'Brien, his character, has the idea that there are awful, awful people in the world, and you need to do whatever is necessary to make sure those people are taken down. And when those two personalities come together and they clash, it was some of the best dialogue, the best scenes in the entire movie. Also, the first 40 minutes of this film was really good. I was locked in, I was ready to go, I cared about everything that was going on screen, and the film does an excellent job of setting you up with Dylan O'Brien, showing you that he's just an average, relatable guy who had something atrocious happen to him, and after the very beginning of the movie, you are on his side from that point on. The action scenes were also really well put together. They were exciting, and man, when you heard a gunshot go off, or you heard somebody get their neck broken or bone snap, you really felt like that was happening to you. So whoever the sound people were behind American Assassin, great job. Unfortunately though, after the first 40 minutes is over, I stopped really caring about the characters. They have one mission to do throughout the entirety of this film. I didn't really care what was going on there, and I didn't really care about anything else I was seeing on screen. The film tries to set up to show the world is going to be in great peril, but you don't necessarily feel the impact of that situation. Also, I'm not sure who was in charge of the script, but there were a few characters introduced where it was set up to look like these were going to be big, important players, but after like 10 or 20 minutes of screen time, they're just wiped out. There wasn't really any notice either, just, oh, character, boom, dead. Oh, that sucks. I guess I was supposed to try to care? And there is a villain in this movie. He's played by Taylor Kitsch, and in all honesty, I don't know what was up with this guy. Now, don't mistake what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with Taylor Kitsch's performance as this character. I thought he did a fine job. It's just how the character was written. I remember at least a couple of points where this character was just hiding out and trying to stay out of plain sight because he's a villainous character and he didn't want to be caught. But then at a split second's notice, he will go out into the open and just start shooting people like fish in a barrel. This movie definitely could have benefited for having half of the movie go through Michael Keaton's interaction with Dylan O'Brien and the whole training sequences and them growing and connecting with one another. Guys, if you couldn't already tell, I don't have a lot to say about American Assassin, only because there isn't really much to say. It has a couple of really good performances. The first 40 minutes was fantastic in everything I wanted to see from this movie, and the action scenes were mind-blowing, but everything else just falls apart at the seams, and honestly, I still have to say, American Assassin, stay in your shorts. But as always, it is what you guys say that matters. So have you seen American Assassin, and what did you think of it? More importantly, what is your favorite assassin-esque spy thriller? Leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. And if you like what you've seen here, and you want to see more, click right there and subscribe and become part of the fray of nerds who love cinema. You all have a fantastic day.